Nico, a hugely disappointing day. What are your overriding emotions right now?
Yeah, bitterly disappointed. Got ourselves in a brilliant position in the first innings. Yes, Glamorgan dropped a lot of catches, which helped us, scoring just under 600 runs. Obviously, you think that the game's worst case scenario should be a draw from this stage with the way we've performed. The way Glamorgan batted in the first innings was magnificent. Yeah, we dropped 4 catches, and those 4 catches have probably cost us 500 runs. You can't drop that many catches against good players, and it won't hurt you. And we did that, unfortunately, and it's hurt us a lot. So bitterly disappointed to let them get that many. We didn't bowl enough good balls, enough good areas. The ball got soft. It didn't do anything, and they harmed us. And they came out swinging this morning. North East just kept playing nicely. Cook was the aggressor, and then right at the end, North East was much more of an aggressor, and they did well together. And they built a brilliant score to put us under pressure. It's something that we tried to do to Sussex. We didn't have an international bowler or a couple of international bowlers coming in, which they had. They believed in their bowling attack on the last day to go in at the batsman a little bit more and challenge their stumps and challenge the outside edge, which they did well. And their desire and their passion won the game, and their skill set won the game today.
You talk about the drop catches, a pretty sedate wicket. We saw sort of 600 playing 800 odd in those first 2 innings, so it really does highlight the importance, doesn't it, of taking your chances. North East and Cook especially. North East I think drops on 96, and Cook really earned on in his innings on 3 and then 15.
Yeah, and not difficult chances for us. We take those 99 times out of 100, and sometimes it happens. You have days, you have games that happens, and they hurt us. The way they went about the game, especially North East, for me, it just accumulated. He didn't play out of his bubble. He didn't try and do anything expansive. He just played. It was a great lesson for our guys to look at, our young players to look at, and just watch him how he accumulated. He let the ball come into his area, and he hurt the bad ball, and that's proper batting. That was a Ram Prakash, a Hick, a Graham Gooch type of innings that he played today, and you take a hat to him. Supported well by Cook, who was the aggressor later. The damage was done then. The bowlers were tired. The ball was soft, and they did well. But Glamorgan, we had to go and bat for 40 overs, 35, 40 overs when the ball gets soft, and the wicket, the abrasiveness of the surface takes the hardness off the ball. It breaks the seam, makes it softer. There's not much lateral movement, but fair play, they kept the ball moving. And that's a massive thing. If you can keep the ball moving on an old tired pitch, I don't know how they did it, but they did it well. And they bowled enough good balls, enough good areas, at good pace. The way Nessa ran in and hit the good areas at good pace. His bounces were strong, especially it was getting a little bit darker as well towards the end, and he challenged the guys. And technically and mentally we were challenged, and sadly they beat us.
Yeah, how do you sort of balance that between praising the likes of Hogan and Nisa, who bowled really well for Glamorgan, but also maybe some frailties in either technique or mentality on our part?
Yeah, you look internally. As players, you look internally, and as coaches, you look, where we can improve. And do we get enough good positions? Do we have to play those balls? Was our feet moving? Was I balanced? I thought Lewis Hill got a tough decision, being honest. Harry Swindles was tight, but that's what happens when there's momentum and energy in a game. Whoever's on top at that time make things happen with the desire and the passion and the energy that you show the umpires, that you show the crowd, and they believed in their attack, and that's why they gave us 2 sessions to bat.
Obviously, it's a defeat that will understandably add to the concern amongst the supporters with our red ball form this season, perhaps even more so given the past 2 batting performances, thinking we'd turn the corner. So what have you got to say to the fans who they'll be hurting after this? Yeah,
there's nobody hurting more than the players. It's their livelihoods at stake, and they work tirelessly to get better and better. I'm gutted for the supporters, of course, and they've come out and supported us over the last 4 days, and this year. Yeah, it's been disappointing our red ball batting. We've lacked runs. Obviously, Colin and Vian of late have come good, but as a group, we haven't got enough runs. I was delighted the way Rishi has played, and the way Lewis Kimber's gone about his game. And they're 2 young lads who are learning their games. They're learning their about pressure in big games like this in first-class cricket. This is proper cricket, and against international bowlers. and you learn from being under pressure, and that's important. So they're learning, they're growing. Yes, it's disappointing to lose, but there's a lot of players learning a lot of good things, and it's going to make them better players.
Another man who's learning perhaps to English conditions is Ian Mulder. Unlucky with his bowling, seeing 2 chances go down, but his batting's really shown of late what a class batsman he is at Sussex and both innings here. How well has he played, especially in the last few weeks, and how well now is he acclimatising to English cricket?
Yeah, it's been magnificent, no doubt about it. He's a guy that came here, wasn't quite sure about his batting, wasn't quite sure about technique and where he was, and he wanted to get better. And the openness and honesty he's had in his game, and the self-reflection he's had in his game to get better and grow. He's asked some honest questions to us as coaches, and he's taken everything on the chin. He's gone away, and we've all worked together on it. And what we're seeing now is an international class batsman. He obviously want to get his bowling a little bit more consistent as well, but he's had a tough game this year, this last game. To have drop catches and it cost that much, it hurts when you're running on hard pitches and good wickets like that, and you don't get your just rewards. But he's a great team player. He backs everybody and believes in people, and he gives great energy. So he's a great man.
Another small crumb of comfort, Rowan Walker on debut, another that showed promising glimpses with both bat and ball. So what did you make of his maiden appearance?
Yeah, it was great for Roman to play against his old team. He showed real excitement in areas with his batting. He's really come on a long way with his batting. Looks as soon as he gets past 15-20 balls, he's a good player. He's got a good technique. He plays straight, hits the short ball well, and he played really maturely actually in his first innings. In his first innings knock. I think there's areas with his bowling that he looked really on top of his game. Consistency is the main thing with a young attack and the young bowlers. Obviously you want him to be a little bit more consistent, and obviously I think fitness comes into it as well. I think Roman knows that he's got a bit of work to do on his fitness. You watch their guys, 40 years old, coming for the 35th, 40th over, hitting hard on a good area and wanting everything. So yeah, obviously great signs, but it's very early and he will keep developing, but he's got a bright future.
And finally, maybe a welcome distraction onto 50 over cricket. There's preparations, I think, on Wednesday at Notts and then on Sunday at Staffordshire as well. We've seen our white ball strength in T20 over the past month, so is this a big opportunity for us now to add some gloss and maybe some silverware to the season? Yeah,
we've got to take the momentum, haven't we? We have to do that. We played some outstanding cricket and we were so unlucky not to go through to the quarterfinals and finals days. We've got good plans to prepare well. We've got some nets coming up Monday, Tuesday, the next few days, a nice rest day tomorrow, and we come back ready and driven to do well. So obviously there's going to be a few changes. We've got Callum, Colin Ackerman, Rehan and Benny Mike are all leaving us, so that's exciting for them to go to the 100, but that gives good opportunity for new players to come in now. So people have got to step up and demand to play. They've got to practice well, prepare well, and shows the consistency that we're after. So we've got some good pitches coming up down at Radlett and Guildford. So there'll be some challenging times for the bowlers. We need some good plans. Batsmen have got to step up to the game, and then we'll go down to Hove. So there's a lot of good pitches to score some runs on. So we've got to play our exciting brand of cricket.